Hello, beautiful souls. Happy Monday. Linda Joy here. And the energy continues to build and is very potent, very intense because today is the 29th of June. We have full moon in Capricorn. We also have Mercury retrograde, and I'll talk about both of those separately in this video. And if you're watching on YouTube and this message resonates with you, please share and like and subscribe for further channels as well as messages that I share with meditations, as well as the heart light energy activation, as well as my Joy Connection community. So if you would like to regain your joy and bring more joy into your life, please join me for the group that I'm relaunching, because I started this probably about 2 years ago, and I paused it while I was working on other projects, and now I'm restarting it again. So I'd love for you to join me on this collective energy of raising the energy vibration and frequency on the planet, and also to bring more joy, not just to ourselves but to others. And this is why the doing your own inner work, taking responsibility, is so important. So what I'm going to talk about is first the full moon. So like every full moon, it illuminates. The full moon is shining a light on the aspects of ourselves. Now, we have been talking about the shadow work and the unconscious parts and those hidden aspects of the patterns, the old programs, childhood trauma, maybe old paradigms, clearing. We've been clearing, healing, purging, shedding, releasing. Uh, it feels like years now, but we are in such a massive transformation time. There is so much happening energetically as well as astrologically with the planets, and it's all affecting everyone. It doesn't matter where you are on your journey, how much personal or spiritual growth you have gone through, how long you've been on this journey of awakening, or where you are consciously. We are all feeling the effects of this energy, and it is really illuminating those parts of ourselves that are really deep. And I spoke about this last week when I was in Costa Rica, and I'm now back in Florida. And so the Costa Rica trip was all about me doing my own retreat, but really doing some deep inner work and inner child work. And this is what I also recommend for you as well, to look at those parts that are still hurt, that may have felt abandoned or rejected as a child, and just or those. So what happens is we choose our mother and our father in this lifetime to play those roles for us, and they're perfect roles that we have chosen for us to learn and grow. So, but a lot of parents don't come with a manual on how to bring up children, and they've come with all their dysfunctions and their wounds and their trauma, and then their parents. But as a child, we're putting them on a pedestal and expecting them to be perfect. And when they don't give us the love or attention or the affection or the time, or whatever it is, as a child, we then create a story that, oh, I'm not good enough, or I'm unworthy of being loved, or I don't deserve to be hugged or given affection, or I'm unlovable, or whatever the child has created as a belief. And then feeling like they don't belong, feeling rejected, feeling abandoned. So if this speaks to you, let me know in the comments, if this is something that's coming up for you that you need support with, and that you are now ready to go deeper. The other thing that's being triggered right now is addictions. And this is those addictions, or anything that's happening in our physical body, but emotionally it's like, oh, I'm feeling this, but the old habit is to reach for whatever the addiction is. And this, I mean, it's not just food, alcohol, drugs, cigarettes, gambling, but the doom scrolling. That's another addiction, or anything that is bringing up a behavior that you really at a crossroads that you want to change. And this can just be those addictive, like I'm constantly, maybe it's OCD cleaning, maybe it's doing something that's draining your energy. You're doing it out of habit, but it's like, why am I doing that? And so stop and ask yourself, is do I really enjoy doing this behavior? And actually, because I mean, there's behaviors, there's habits, there's so many things. This is where it becomes really individual for what you're going and feeling right now, because everyone's feeling different emotions. But if you're feeling these emotions come up, this can be sadness, hurt, anger, frustration, guilt, shame, fear. Fear is a big one. And this is where it's like, ask the fear, because any emotion is energy in motion. Okay. So ask the fear, what is it fearful about? And this is where going really deep. You can do this by yourself or through a guided process, and there's several that I have recorded in the past on my YouTube channel, or specifically, hiring a therapist or a practitioner that can take you through this deeper process of speaking directly to that part that is fearful. Because fear actually, it's four letters, F-E-A-R, there's F-E-A-R, false evidence appearing real. So it's all an illusion, it's not real. But there's a part within us, in our subconscious mind, that thinks that it's real. And this is where all our energy and attention goes. So when you can actually look at the fear from a different perspective and change the story, and change your perspective, take responsibility and go, okay, I forgive myself for creating this story, creating this belief, and I forgive myself and have compassion, and change the story to the outcome that you choose instead. And this is a really powerful process. I take my coaching clients through this, but I make it specific to them and whatever is going on for them. So if this is of interest to you, book a time on my calendar under lindabenn.com. That's LindaBenn.com, and we can go through this process together, because this full moon that starts today, and it's usually the full moon energy, we feel it for a few days. So wherever you are in the world, burn your list. Like when you write out this process, burn your list under the full moon and do a little ceremony and release it and see it burnt away. But we have to feel the emotions first before we can release it and acknowledge the emotions, because you can write out the list. Every month I used to do the full moon meditations, but now because they were in person and we'd do a burning. So with traveling, I'm no longer offering those while I'm moving around, though you can still do it in your own backyard and just follow the process and take responsibility for doing this deeper work. Because when you change your perspective, there's always different versions of the story. So if you asked your parents, like maybe you've got a story, this happened, this happened, this happened. But if you ask your siblings and ask your parents, they may have a completely different perspective on your upbringing, on that story. And this is where you take responsibility. It's like, okay, for me, what was coming up for me? And then you look at the story or the beliefs that you created. And I know that we all grew up in different families, and depending on where you are in the family, in the siblings who was around you, some of us have gone through a lot of trauma in the past, and this is what we're healing. I've been on this healing path for the last 40 years. So it's like there's always deeper layers. And when you go deeper and truly take time out, remember we also have Chiron, and Chiron is the wounded healer. And this is asking you to slow down and really feel and go within. That's why going out in nature is so important, when you can ground, because this energy is so intense, it's really shaking up things. It's like we're all being shook and rattled and really like we're being shaken. So if this feels discombobulated for you and it's like, whoa, I'm dizzy, I'm, really out of sorts, take your shoes off, go stand bare feet on the ground, go hug a tree, go talk to the birds. I went to a park just near the house yesterday and walked through, and beautiful, and there was birds in the trees and a huge big lake, and I just sat there on the swing and just stared out. And so the more time you can just go to the park and be in nature and breathe in the nature and all the sounds, and take time to just go within. And this is so important at this time, because everyone's feeling this intense energy, and it's just going to keep getting stronger, faster over the next few months, actually few years. July's energy is super potent. There's many astrologers all talking about the energy in July is really intense for everybody, and it's really bringing some major stuff to the surface. So on a big picture perspective, remember who you are as a soul. And so, if you're getting caught up in the doom and gloom and it is bringing up fear for you, because a lot of people are putting so much energy into what's happening out there in the external world. But when you remember who you are as a soul, remember that you chose to be here at this time on this earth to witness what's going on and to witness all the darkness and the corruption and the deceit and the lies all coming to the surface. So this is full disclosure, because the whole earth and humanity is going through a massive transformation right now. So it's a really exciting time. And the more that we take responsibility for our actions and our behaviors, our habits, our choices, then what we put out there in the world is having compassion for all our brothers and sisters. So watch the words that you're speaking, watch what you're thinking, watch the stories that you're telling other people. Are you talking about the doom and gloom and judging and criticizing people that you don't like? Or are you just doing your own inner work, taking responsibility for what you are going through, having compassion and forgiveness for yourself? Because this is how we turn on our light codes. This is how we raise our energy, vibration, and frequency. And that's my goal in all the transformation work that I've been doing for the last 35 years. It's to assist humanity to awaken, empower them to remember who you are as a soul, and then together we raise the energy, vibration, and frequency for one person at a time, and then collectively the whole earth. And so there only needs to be a small percentage of us that really go through this awakening and then shine the light and be the way shower for others to follow. So we're paving the way, and we're the lighthouse. It's like, come this way. And this is why I created and relaunching my Joy Connection community. So if you'd like to regain your mojo, come join me on this journey where we will be live on Zoom together in a private room. So some questions to ask yourself: what emotional stories are still influencing the choices that you are currently making in your life? And that's a really good question to journal on right now and to reflect on. Remember, we also have Mercury retrograde. So Mercury retrograde is, there's communication issues, there's issues with travel, technology, anything electrical. So back up your computers, hard drives, whatever you need to do. And in regards to travel, I was trying to get to this destination on Saturday and was delayed by 6 hours. So, hiccups happen, and so this is where travel plans get changed. So remain flexible, and this is the energy at the moment. I was also talking to another person that is been going through a lot of health issues, and medically they can't find anything. They've got no answer. They have There's nothing physically going on, and so energetically, this is where all the up well, we're all being upgraded, but the downloads of the insights, the information, and energetically, because we're all connected, it's like physically it may look like symptoms or ailments, but this is just have quiet time. Really pull back your energy and have quiet time. So let me know how you're going out there, and if you need support, because the everyone's at different stages of their journey, and happy to support you where you're at and give you some tips. So I'm going to choose a card. Let's do an angel card. And also, my new website will be launched soon, and on this there'll be the Heartlight Energy activation, as well as all the links for the Joy Connection community, and where you can just join me online. We have the card, Cut the Cords. So, what do you need to cut in order to feel free? So, cut the cords can be those behaviors, addictions, the habits, people. Maybe you're surrounded by negative people that are draining your energy, bringing you down, still judging you, criticizing you. Cut the cords, remove yourself. Remember, as a soul, we invited in all these people in our life to play a role for us, but we also have free will and a choice. Do we, if they're not enhancing our life in a positive way, we have a choice to move away from them. But or the other person, and this is where the people pleasing or wanting to be loved by others, if the other person pulls away from you, just ask, would I be upset or hurt, or would I feel free? Because the hurt in a child, if they pull away, you'll go, oh, what's wrong with me? Oh, what did I do? We just stopped talking. They're not answering my phone calls or text or emails, or and we create this story. So if that's you, just see it as an energetic alignment of you're both setting yourself free, and it's a blessing. So see the blessing in that. And cutting the cords can also be any addictions, any of those addictive behaviors that are draining your energy, and so cut the cords. But when you're cutting, actually release and feel the emotion that's attached to it, and then let it go. So this is where the full moon is beautiful for burning away the old story, the old beliefs, the old patterns, and those old programs. So let's see what the extended message is. If you are finding yourself hanging on in a situation you know is unhealthy or negative, angel wisdom is encouraging you to call upon the help you need to release yourself from it. Know that you, the angels are guiding you to surrender the need to direct and control at this time, so you can welcome in the spirit support that is available to you. When you ask your angels to support you in cutting the cords, they will help dissolve the connections that are hooking you into a negative situation. You have to do your part by removing yourself from harmful and draining situations. If you have any questions regarding the situation, relationship, or outcome at this time, know that you are being guided to find a new way forward, as it will be more rewarding and replenishing for you. Ultimately, cutting the cords is an act of self-care and self-love. So that's a beautiful reminder of where we are right now, and to set yourself free by cutting the cords and cutting out those the old draining things in your life that are hurting you. And it's the opposite of self-love and self-care. And the more you can give yourself self-love and self-care, nurturing, this is the deeper inner work that I do in my group programs, as well as the one-to-one, because that's what the Bend method is about. It's balance, energy, nurture, and nourish. It's advanced self-care for the soul. And if you'd like to go much deeper on this journey, check out my website, lindabend.com, and just book a session. Book a session and see if it's for you, and we'll look at where you are right now, what's in the way, and identify the blocks and the trauma that's holding you back. Once you clear that from your subconscious mind, you are free. And that just lifts your energy vibration up to give you clarity, to have more energy and vitality, to help you sleep at night. And then it's like, I feel amazing. I feel free. Everything just flows with ease and grace. The magic, the miracles, it just continues to flow. And so that's when you know you're in alignment, because it's just flowing with ease and grace. So this is a time of really going deep. And in order to go deep, it means spending some time with you alone in a deep reflection, and slowing down to truly feel what's coming up for you. Notice your thoughts that you're thinking in each moment, and especially when it comes to addictions, notice what you are thinking that's triggering that addiction, and wait 90 seconds before you act on it and go, no, I'm going this way instead. And that's how you break the cycle. So the more that you can keep recognizing the old patterns, and this is what we're dissolving right now through this massive upgrade. So I wish you a magical week of just so much love and miracles, and just so many blessings. If you look around at how blessed we all are, how much beauty is around us, and live in this state of appreciation and gratitude, will help you to not just raise your energy, vibration, and frequency, it'll make you feel better. So this is where surrounding yourself with other joyful, happy people will help to raise your energy. So come join me in the Joy Connection community. I look forward to seeing you. I'll put the link down below, and sending much love. Bye for now, and see you very soon.